Welcome to Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium in Memphis, Tennessee. It's the Temple Owls and the Memphis Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollard, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
The Memphis head coach told me pregame this is what he had hoped for and is excited that it is playing out right before our very eyes. Bringing this running back in the transfer portal, he knew that he could be someone to make an impact, but he didn't know how much. And here he is, highly productive, really starting to lean on that offensive line and gain some chemistry with the other guys on the team. We're seeing this offense come alive, and they've got to do it again here today. Keep you posted on how things start here in the game in the first quarter and how this chemistry is showing up big time for this team. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on, and the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Throws it off the RPO. He's stopped.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice... Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Marshall. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Blasted as he lets it go. Couldn't set his feet.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you...
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Under pressure. Trying to escape and get it himself. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Fresh set of downs going up top. On the move. Unloads in the nick of time.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Got it in the middle, it's Dixon.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Trying to squeak through the pile. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to blow up now and start doing something about it.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Rushes on. Just gets rid of that one.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Back to throw, it's Marshall. Fires to the middle. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. He'll bring it out. It's Lynn. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So the Temple Owls offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. Tyler Brown, this guy has every tool you could want. He is one of the better pass catchers in the game.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, a lot of spots, except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through him.
And when you've got one of those guys, you've got a chance, right? One guy that puts fear in the defense. And I love that we continue to see guys have real success at smaller levels, right? It's not just the power 4. These are guys that end up getting plucked and go to the next level. You can still be a burner and still have that great speed and route running and develop. And this guy has, and he is one of the best players on he actually is the best player on this team, and he is option number 1 for the squad.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He'll try to do it himself. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Temple lining up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. On the return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking to throw, it's Marshall. Stepping to the right. Throwing on the run. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. On the draw, it's Gibson. Gain of 6. They're looking at 3rd and 4.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The play fake. Here comes the heat. Rolling right and going deep. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. And oh, that one hurts to have the flag come out and take a touchdown off the board after that play. That holding call threw him in reverse. Now it's 2nd and long. Looking to throw, and they need a bunch. Left side is Sowell. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. This Memphis offense going to work again on 1st down. Caught. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. They'll run it. It's Gibson. Got some room, headed to the goal line. and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. He'll bring it out. It's Hardy. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Watson. Keeping his eyes downfield. He'll pull it down and run. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Sells the run, wants to pass. He'll throw it. Out wide left, it's Brown. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the quarter, and Memphis has the lead. As we take a look at the stats, things a little one-sided so far. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Oh, pressure's coming. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got him down quickly after the pick, but man, do you have to take care of the ball down here, and they didn't. They'll mark it at the 27. Here's a give to Gibson. And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a first down in the red zone.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Rush right in his face, and he gets rid of it.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They're all over him. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. He splits the uprights, and they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the return, it's Lynn. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Left side, it's Blunt. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass, it's Watson. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Memphis. And they turn it into a defensive score. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And he added the extra point. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hardy. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Still looking. Trying to make magic with his feet. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up one on the play. Chance to build a little momentum here by converting this 3rd down from deep in your own territory. Makes the grab. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Lots of room to run. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. And the Owls come to the line with a new set of downs. Off play action on 1st down. Soft spot in the middle. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Temple! Great job by the back on the option. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
And after the extra point, they're now down 24-7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Here's Gibson to begin the drive. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
And those body blows really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll give it to Jarrett Gibson. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. At the end of that play, whistles blowing as they check on an injured Tiger. This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Look out! Quarterback gets the 1st down and more. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. A give to Brown. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
You can tell, man, really made a point for this offense to run the football, to be physical and defensively. Already getting behind in this football game, not stopping the run on this drive. They've got to get more aggressive.
And he will score! Touchdown, Memphis! So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
He'll bring it out. It's Lynn. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Makes the quick grab. Breaks the tackle. And guys, that completion might have helped the old confidence, but it didn't help the down and distance. 2nd and 10 here. Off play action. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump started. Extending the play. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Temple lining up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. On the return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Back to throw, it's Marshall. Under pressure. He's going to run it. At the 45 on his way. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Rush is on. Hines is back in the middle. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Sees an alley. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. This time they'll throw it. Here comes the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces.
Makes the grab in their space. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The give to the back. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. That drive covered 55 yards for the score. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Deep in the end zone, it's lit. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Moving the pocket, it's Watson. Oh, pressure's coming. And it's a sack. Memphis calls timeout. That's their first of 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. In traffic, it's Hardy. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Quickly out to the tight end. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
We knew coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet. The Owls want to crank the tempo. Wants to throw one first. Rush right in his face. Trying to get away. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quickly gets everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock. Just enough time for one final play of the half. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports Desk. We start with a look at UCLA taking on the Illinois Fighting Illini.
Memphis about to boot it away to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Lynn. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Temple offense heads out to start this drive. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Back to pass, it's Watson. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the misconnection on third down. Temple lining up to punt it away. Searching for space. He gets a block. Ripping through the defense.
This is an outstanding return, and they always tell the return guy, you got to make the first guy miss. Once you do that, you go find your blockers and you find your alley, and that's exactly what happened there.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Moving out to the right. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. On the move. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Intercepted to stop the threat. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Drops back on first down. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. 2nd and long here. Quick catch. Breaks into the open. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Going with the ground game left. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. Selling the fake. Throws to the wideout. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of the...
And the quarterback will be slugged down back at the 43.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
The kick is on its way. Deep in his own territory as he reels in that punt. Makes a move. There he goes. Open it up. Touchdown, Memphis. Stealing a score on special teams. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. From deep, it's Hardy. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Temple takes over and the offense will return to the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy. Football become if you're the more physical team. If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there. Long way to go on second down. With the catch, it's Brown.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. He'll take that completion.
And the defense, got him at the 27.
Hey, third down and short, you know the quarterback absolutely is going to be a part of the run game. The defense was not fooled, flew up, made the tackle, stick that fist in the air, fourth down coming.
Temple lining up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Fields the punt. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
It's so hard to play defense when you've got things in front of you. Everybody going one direction, somebody coming back the other direction. You can't trust your eyes. Really good job by the offense, giving you some eye candy, something to look at so it wasn't easy coming downhill right at you. Hard to diagnose plays.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Looking downfield, it's Jacobs. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you've just got to take off and get it.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. Memphis will be forced to punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. There he goes. And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the first down. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Blunt. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run. Here comes the offense on second down. With this game all but decided, let's take a minute here as we get later in the season to look at the Heisman Trophy race. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking downfield, it's done. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Hey, this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drunk. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go well.
He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The clock stops for the man who is slow to get up. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. This Temple offense putting together a nice drive. Running inside. It's Morrow. There's a crease. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the fourth quarter, you're down by a bunch of points and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run play and you get a huge gainer. Hopefully that can give this offense the momentum they need to try to scrape and claw back into this one.
Past the 6. Turning it on. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. Temple will line up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Owls! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a 1st down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield is Jacobs. Right side, it's Brown. Picks up the 1st down, and he might have a little extra. That looked like it'll be roughing the passer. I bet it felt good to hit that quarterback late until you got an earful from the coach and cost your defense 15. Handoff for Brown. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A 1st down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. 1st down, right back to Brown. And a really nice run and pickup there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. On 1st down from the 13-yard line. In the red area, it's Carter. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Nice, just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. From the gun, it's Morrow. Quick spin on the ride. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the fourth quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. So that's a great situation to try to run the ball.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside, defense.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides on the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
Got a little grass. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down.
That's a really nice game. It just would have been really nice to see this from this offense earlier. Now you're getting to the point where there's a couple of thought processes. Do I build momentum for next week? Do I try to get this offense, the ground game clicking, or do I throw the football every play and try to make this football game close?
With the win today, they're now